Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of, I don't know what this is, tournament previews, I guess, Brett. We got Brett Collins, AnglersChannel.com pro staffers with us. He's also the director of the Greene Boat and Motor Team Trail, which kicks off this Saturday on Lake Wylie. He's the director of the Carolina Anglers Team Trail, which has just grown tremendously the last 5 years. And we thought we'd take a few minutes today to talk to Brett about this first tournament, the Greene Boat and Motor Trail, and talk a little bit about Cat. But, you know, this is year 2 for Greene Boat and Motor up in Spindale, North Carolina. They got a great dealership up there, good Stratus dealer. You know, Brett, last year the payout at the championship was, I want to say, over $6,000 in cash on 25 boats. It was pretty awesome. Let's talk about this year and what you see moving forward and why there's some good momentum behind this trail.
Well, we've made it easier to qualify this year. Last year we had 7 qualifiers. This year we're going to have 6. And you only got to fish 4 of them to qualify. And you can actually use a sub for one of those. And like I said, last year at the championship, we only had 25 boats that qualified. First place took over $6,000. And, you know, the entry fee is $140, and that counts big fish. So, you know, you're not really investing a whole lot of money, but you're getting a whole lot back because we're paying back 100% of the entry fee.
Wow, that's fantastic. Let's talk about the tournament this Saturday on Wylie. Wylie had a good year last year, a very consistent lake. We've had another cold winter. What does that do going into this first tournament of the year this Saturday?
Well, it's going to put the fish out there suspended, but that's good for Wylie. The guys like a jerkbait bite. They like to go out there with that little green grub and catch them too. And but you know, South Fork's going to be a real popular place. But I believe we're going to have a pretty good crowd, and it's already starting out. We got a good many prepaid.
Yeah, you said you've almost got more prepaid now than you did this time a year ago, and then obviously the weather this weekend is looking, knock on wood, fairly promising. If that's the case, you could have a great opening day tournament for year 2.
Yeah, man, we're looking at a high of like 53, maybe a low around 27. No rain, no snow, no ice. So we look for a pretty good crowd, and like I said, we're going to get off on a good foot here, and we're going to go to Lake Hickory this year instead of Lake Murray. So I think that'll help too.
All right, now one thing you need to know, if you want to see the entire Greene Boat and Motor schedule, you can get to it several ways, one of which is to go on the new AnglersChannel.com website, click on Tournaments, and then click on Trails, and you see it right there. You click on it, the whole schedule comes up. You can also get to it by just going to greenboats.com.
That's right, and Andy's going to have the results and the pictures up on his site. I'm even going to put a few up on my site. So, you know, we get a lot of exposure, and you can find out the information 2 ways. 3 ways, actually.
Actually, and we're going to have you hooked into our blog. You'll be blogging on us as well. Brett, let's transition to the Carolina Anglers Team Trail. When does that start, and what's coming up this spring?
Well, I got the Lake Robinson Trail that I actually did through the winter, and it's over with February 5th. But the first of the spring trails is February 12th. That's at Lake Wylie. And actually in April, John, we're going to go to Lake Jordan and Falls. And people have been asking for a while, so we're going to go up there and give it a try.
Well, you know, one thing about that area, that was the capital division of the old National Bass Circuit. That division averaged 100 boats a tournament almost up there. There are a lot of great anglers. Those are 2 great lakes. I remember going to Falls in June and seeing 28-pound bags.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of guys want to go to Harris, too. We'll maybe do that later down the line, but we want to get this started first. And, you know, if we have 100 boats in the Cat Trail, you're talking about a first place between $3,000 and $3,000, $3,500. Even though my entry fee is under $100, you know, there's still a lot of money because we're paying back all the entry fees. So, you know, we hope to start off on a good foot up there too, and maybe we can pick up a good crowd.
Well, I'll tell you what, again, if you want to see all the Cat schedules, all you got to do is go to the tournaments page of AnglesChannel.com. I can't talk today. And click on List of Trails, and you'll see the Cat Trail with the schedules. And, Brett, how do you like this new website we got with all these tournaments and all this information, maps of the lake, where to go, where to stay? The entire lake guide is now almost uploaded on the new website.
Yeah, it's very helpful. You know, you click on one tournament of a trail, and when it goes to that page, you know, there's all the tournaments of that trail. So, it's very easy to use, and if you want to look up a tournament, that's the place to go.
Well, I tell you what else is neat too. If you go to the lakes page and you click on a specific lake, we'll give you some general info about that lake, as well as all the upcoming tournaments on that lake throughout the 2011 season. That's a pretty neat feature as well. So we're excited about that, but we're more excited about the 2011 season. A lot of great tournaments coming up, a lot of great anglers, and we think the pent-up demand the last couple of years is going to break free, and we're going to see some big numbers.
Yeah, I think people are going to get out and fish. We've had that cold weather, and cold weather's not all that bad. It can make for a real good spring, and I'm hoping that's what's going to happen.
All right, a couple predictions from you, Brett. Let's talk about Bassmaster Weekend on Murray this weekend. What's it going to take to win down there?
Somebody's going to catch over 20 pounds. I've heard the fish have started biting again back off the bank a little bit, but the crankbait bite's been pretty decent in places, but somebody's going to catch 20 to 22 pounds. I just believe they are, because the fishing's picked up pretty good at Murray.
All right, how about Greene Boat Motor on Wylie?
Well, it's been taking over 16 pounds for the winter tournaments at Wylie, and that's what I think, 16, 18 pounds.
All right, and then how about Lake Kiwi? We've got the Fish the Fall trail up there. Kiwi in January and February produces some big bags.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of spots, but, lately it's been like 12 pounds, but somebody's going to bring in a nice bag up there. They always do this time of year.
Yeah, I think that's a 20-plus pound winner as well. Hey, good seeing you. Can't wait to keep up with all. You got a lot going on with Greene Boat Motor and Cat, and appreciate all the support you give us. And, folks, it's going to be a great weekend on a lot of lakes throughout the region. Hope you enjoyed if you're fishing, and if you are, be safe on the water. We'll see you next week.